Sometimes things happen that are out of my control, and it's stressful, particularly depending on how important it is. If something is happening that's like, it can really get me. Last week, there were a lot of things that were outside of my control. I had classes that were piled on top of each other, and there's no way that I was going to be able to get to them all. Managing that was put a lot of pressure on me. And this is part of why I got sick on Friday. My system said, you're not going to do that, and it took me out. In the end, that wound up being a good thing because I got the sleep that I needed. But there were things that were outside my control, and that was stressful, contributing to that experience of burnout. This is the Self-Care and Your Business series. Today, we are looking at give up control and ask for help. Then we are going to do some make anything possible technique. There are things that are outside of my control. It's stressful. It's freaking me out. What can you do? There are some really practical strategies. One is just let go. I don't have control of the situation. It's not the way I want. And I can just choose to not let it bother me. If I need to change my plan, just go with it, but not try to control it and not stay upset about it, because that doesn't do me any good. Be flexible, go with what works, and adjust your plan if necessary. That's the first strategy. Next is get creative. Try something different. If you looked at the first video in Joan where I introduced this whole topic of self-care and business because I had gotten sick, I had a different background here. I'm not at home, and this is not my environment. And I didn't want just to have a boring blank wall. So I rigged up something kind of creative. Come up with a different solution. And then in this case, I asked for help. After that first day where I changed the background and I filmed my videos, then I asked my sister for some help. And we came up with a much better solution. Asking for help. I don't have to do it all alone. I'm not alone in this situation. So those are some practical strategies for dealing with situations that are outside of your control. One is to just give up control, go with the flow, change plans if necessary. 2, try something different. Do something creative. Explore options. And the third is ask for help and see what might be possible. Sometimes when I'm working with somebody else, the solution is a whole lot better than I could possibly have imagined. Just like this. It's lovely. So those are our practical solutions for the give up control and ask for help. Self-care for your business. Now, let's do some make anything possible technique. I decided to do a procedure called protector controller. I naturally tend to be a real control person. I want it to go this way, and if not, then I'm going to fuss about it, and I'm going to be unhappy if it doesn't go the way I want. Fortunately, I don't get stuck there the way I used to. But I do still like to have control. Because I've done a lot of healing on this, I'm able to have that more relaxed perspective, more relaxed response, and less gripped. When there's a situation that comes up where you don't have control, it's nice to be able to let go control. We are going to do the protector controller procedure. And we're working with the superconscious mind, the part of you that knows everything, knows what you need to heal, knows how to heal you. I'm going to talk to the protector controller. This is a really valuable thing to do in the MAP process. It helps this part of you to feel like you're including it. You're bringing this part of you forward and collaborating with it, interacting with it, talking with it, and healing it. These parts of us really appreciate being included in the conversation instead of discounted. Protector controller, you have been serving well, but you were created in the first 5 years of life. These happen in response to life circumstances that are traumatic and difficult, not the way you want. Early in life is when they usually begin. And the trauma you experienced at that time has resulted in your activity being a challenge at this age, meaning things that happened in the past created behaviors and belief systems that are negatively affecting you and your ability to live your life, be the person you want to be now. I know my controlling part certainly has its origins in my childhood. The trauma you experienced at that time has resulted in your activity being a challenge at this age, meaning now. If the superconscious treated your trauma, you would base your activities on current observations and current emotions, and you would be able to work to get even more satisfaction and less pain. Protector controller, would you be willing to let the superconscious treat all of your traumatic memories so you can offer constructive input to your current experience and awareness? Superconscious, please treat all aspects of the protector controller, one after the other, and join them with their opposite pair. And healing all the things that happened in your life that led to your need to control. Led to your experience of, oh, I can't get what I want. I can't do what I want. I'm not seeing whatever. And that led to this gripping, this guarding, this protecting. Okay? So, superconscious, please treat each trauma and do a massive change history and everything. Massive change history and everything works with everything that's occurred over the course of your whole life associated with this whole need to protect and control. So how's that feeling now? Maybe a little bit lighter? I hope that's been helpful, doing these short map sessions in the middle of these videos for you. All right, that is it for now. I am Sandra Lee, an intuitive sound and energy healer. Healers and coaches finally start making money when they stop marketing from strategy and start marketing from purpose. Actually operating your business from the place of this is who I am, rather than from a place of this is what I've learned that I should do. These are the things that I've learned that I should do. Would that make a difference in your life and in your business? Would it be less stressful? Maybe even less overpacked, trying to do things that other people say you should do, and trying to do things perfectly. I know trying to do things perfectly is one of the things that really gets in my way big time. So this whole protector controller thing, I don't have to do it just so. It's okay this way, so that you're not putting so much pressure on yourself. It makes so much difference. If you want to talk with me about doing some of this work for yourself, getting some support, helping you heal, helping you be able to create some plans, get more clarity about what it is that you want, and then actually being able to execute things, then let's talk, because I'd love to hear what matters to you. Change happens one action at a time. And as you implement the things that we have been talking about in this Self-Care in Your Business series, what a difference it's going to make. So that you're not overworking and burning yourself out and making yourself sick. Because that's what we've been talking about all June. Self-care in your business. In July, we are talking about food and its role in this whole picture. Because, of course, food is very important. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.